This is my presentation on C.J. Walker. So, C.J. was born Sarah Breedlove 2 days before Christmas, December 23rd, 1867. She was born on a cotton plantation just outside of Delta, Louisiana, and she was one of 6 children. She was also the firstborn child in freedom after the Emancipation Proclamation. Early in her life, both her parents died, her mother first and her father shortly after, if I remember correctly, or it's the other way around, but I know her mother died of cholera. This left her living with her sister and brother-in-law. She faced abuse at the hands of her brother-in-law and the hard working conditions, so she went on to marry Moses McWilliam, and shortly after she gave birth to their daughter. And once he passed away, she went on to marry John Davis Denver and then Charles Joseph Walker, which is where she gets her name. And on the right is a photo of her and Moses McWilliam. What did she do? So in 1888, Walker and her daughter, they moved to St. Louis for work. If I remember, she moved there specifically St. Louis because she had uncles or cousins that were barbers there, so she was hoping she could get jobs there. So soon after that, she began experiencing scalp ailments such as dandruff, and that would lead to hair loss. Because of this ailment, she started experimenting with products she could put in her hair that would solve the problem and make it more manageable. As a result, she created revolutionary hair care for African American women. Her method, known as the Walker system, included a scalp lotion, an iron comb, which is pictured on the right, and then pomade, which is up at the top. She also had, I think it was like some sort of shampoo bar, but this was revolutionary because the products on the market for African American hair, they weren't considering the health of the woman's scalp or hair. They were just there to do the job. They weren't there for health reasons. So the result of this was she had a loyal following, so when she was making more product, making more money, she needed employees, so she hired saleswomen to help her sell her product. And this is those people on the right, some of the few. In 1905, she moved to Denver and she married Charles Joseph Walker, as I previously mentioned. He helped her with marketing and advertising, but I guess the work and marriage did not go well together, so they grew apart and they later divorced. 3 years later, she opened a beauty school and she moved her business all around the country. At some point, it was in Indianapolis, and she would just move it. Well, I know she moved it to Indianapolis because at the time they had a large African American woman population, which is why she specifically moved it there. Her company became so popular that it made her the first black woman millionaire in America. And this is a pretty big deal, I would say. So her influence. It wasn't necessarily her products that made her so inspirational, inspiring for African American women. It was her philanthropy. She created these products for women, but she created jobs. And at the time, jobs for African American women were very limited. She would consistently donate to black charities. She would give bonuses to the women as rewards for their hard work. And she worked all the way up until she died. And she died due to hypertension at the age of 51. She is made such a big impact on the world that she even has a Netflix show called Self-Made. Obviously, she's not in it, but Octavia Spencer plays CJ herself. And this tells her story of how she came to be the first African American self-made millionaire. And that is it.